My dad's got a really long, thin nose, right? Even at the tender age of 13, I thought, that's spiteful. That's spiteful and personal, that is. That's my only advice to young couples, really. If you're having a row, having a proper row, don't get personal and spiteful, because it don't go away after. During a rather heated debate with my wife a couple of years ago, I looked at her and I said, "Oh, be quiet, monkey feet." Oh. My wife has got extraordinarily long toes, right? She could pick an apple up if she wanted to. She's like a sort of chimpanzee. These great big long toes. And it really never went away. You know, afterwards she's quite hurt. And occasionally I do wind her up though. She's so easy to wind up. We were on the settee the other day, right? And the remote control was on the coffee table. And it was equidistant from each of us. Equidistant. I said, "Pass the remote, please." "Well, why can I get it any easier than you?" "Come on." "Take your slipper off and pass me the remote control." She didn't laugh. So easy to wind her up. I bought him a little electric helicopter the other day. We're over the park, 2 minutes, it's in the top of a massive tree, caught in the branches. I looked at my wife, I said, "Come on, make yourself useful." Shoot up there, babe. Oh, she was livid. I could tell she was angry, she started baring her teeth, you know, that they... She's going to throw shit at me in a minute. She's going to get right up. Now, I feel a bit duty-bound to tell you about me dad, because I know there are two types of dad now. The middle-aged men in this room of my generation will have one of these dads, these cold, distant dads, right? They had children, they weren't quite sure why. They weren't very good with them. They'd see you in the hallway. What? Which one are you then? I'm the youngest. If they took you out on your bike and you fell off and smashed your face on the floor, they'd pick the bike up first. Oh, you're all right, you ain't buckled the wheel there, son. Up. But don't judge me, Dad. We shouldn't judge that generation because they had right hard lives. My dad, right, he was evacuated at 7. He came back when he was 13 to London, met my mum down the dance hall. They got married and had 4 kids in about 5 years. He must have thought, what the fuck happened there? I was scrumping a few years ago in my shorts looking for a frog spawn. Poking dead squirrels with a stick. Now look at me, 4 kids, fucking, what up to here? His generation had no choice, life just did them. My generation were the first to get a little bit of choice. We weren't sure what we were going to do with our lives, so we skinned up for a little while. Nobody do anything, skin up! Put that Pink Floyd album on again. See if it makes any sense this time, man. What the fuck are they on about, this band? Meet you on the dark side of the moon. This was back when you could smoke pot all day in the 70s because it was so weak, and you got yourself a little bit of red lead, a bit of Moroccan. You could smoke in work. I used to operate a bandsaw that could cut a man in half. I've got a cornet on the go. The old boys are looking at me. Do you think you should be doing that, Michael? Yeah, it keeps me focused. Do you want a bit? Fuck that fella. If you are an old pothead in the room, don't make the mistake I've made a few times in the last sort of 10 years. In an attempt to try and look cool, pop out to the garden with the teenagers and share a skunk spliff with them. You will end up in casualty. Or having the mother of all whiteys soaked in sweat, white as a sheet. I've been stoned for 48 hours! When does it end? When does it end? I'm worried about everything. The carrier bags, man. There's too many carrier bags! 5 pence ain't enough! It's been a strange old history of drugs in the UK. Because in the 1980s, cocaine turned up. This was very unusual because for many decades, cocaine was the preserve of the movie star, the rock star, millionaires. But by the 1980s, builders, van drivers, the postman's bang at it. That's why you got your letters so early, isn't it? It's up in the morning, little blast, give her a bit of that, I'll fucking... got Her Majesty's work to do. I'm a responsible person of society. Give me that sack. I've got gyros to deliver. Now, I don't know what happened in Manchester and surrounding areas. I've got a fairly good idea. But in London, cocaine turned up like a blizzard, it did. You couldn't avoid it. You couldn't avoid it. You'd try, you think, I'm going to have a quiet pint tonight, Tuesday night, quiet pint, reading the paper. Go and find yourself an old pub, reading the paper, and you'd hear, all right, Mickey boy, do you want a little live now? Do you want a little cheeky Tuesday line? No, you're all right, Nan. That's not wholly true. She didn't mind a little bit of sulphate in her tea in the afternoon. Oh, especially if she was going bingo. Blimey. 6 books, you've got to be buzzing, ain't you? 6 books. You don't want to fucking miss an ass. 1988, we was all about to have something to eat and go to bed, and ecstasy turned up, which we all agreed was probably going to be rubbish. 2 years later, when we stopped dancing, what the fuck happened there? I was about to grow up. What are we doing in this warehouse? Why am I wearing a fluorescent choker? Why are my clothes so baggy? Nah, it's left me and my mates quite paranoid all that, the decade of caning it. I think we get away with it. We look at each other to think we got away with it. And if you meet my friends, it's quite clear we didn't get away with it. They are all a bit slow. And physically shot to pieces, my friends. If we have a drink, it's like Night of the Living Dead. We had a drink the other night, they all came walking in. Tony came in first with a proper limp on him. He's coming like that. He sat down and put his leg up on a stool. I said, what's the matter with you? He said, I've got gout. I said, gout? That's from the 19th century, isn't it, gout? You're going to get a top hat and a monocle? Why don't you get yourself rickets and a goiter? Get the old Victorian setzer. Then, Colin's come in, walking like he shit his pants. Colin, giving it some of that. I can't believe it. He's coming across, moaning, He sat down, I said, what's the matter with you? He said, oh, I've done my back in, haven't I said, what you been doing? Bit of five-a-side, bit of weight training? He said, no, I was wringing out a flannel. He said, I tried to make it too dry, and I've done my back in. How can a flannel have you over? I said, why don't you get in touch with injury lawyers for you, see if you can get a few quid, innit? Have you rung out a flannel without any warning? We are here for you. Then Shan's turned up. Now Shan's already upset me a bit earlier, because when we spoke on the phone, he said, what time do you think we'll meet? I said, about 8:30. He went, I'll rock up at 9. I said, rock up? Rock up? You're 54 years of age. Why are you talking like a teenager? You'll turn up a bit tired and irritable like the rest of us. He's rocked up. I can see where he's coming from. He's got himself a new leather jacket, hasn't he? He looked like fucking Peter Gordino when he walked in. Come walking in. He's talking away, and then I saw it. Hearing aid. He's only got an hearing aid. I was shocked when I saw it. I could not believe it. I said, Shan, what is this on the side of your head? He said, oh, I've got an hearing aid. Now, I said, oh, this is too much, mate. I can't have an hearing aid friend. It's too soon, mate. It's too soon to have a friend with an hearing aid. Really? Now. I said, I don't mind we're all getting a bit fat, we can't see anything, but an hearing aid, really? I said, please tell me it's a birth defect, or you've had an accident. He said, no, through old age I'm going deaf. I said, you're going to have to get a Bluetooth headset fitted to disguise it. I'd rather people thought I hung about a wanker than someone going deaf, to be honest. I'll buy you the minicab, B.O.B. B.O.B. Now, if we're worried about our health, our wives and girlfriends even more so. My wife's always checking me out. She keeps looking at me all the time. You all right? You feeling all right today? I said, yeah, I'm all right. She said to me the other day, what you going to do if you have a stroke? I said, oh, that's cheerful, isn't it? I said, never mind what I'm going to do. What you going to do? You got to act fast. Yeah. Seen the advert, haven't you? Face. Arms. Reach. She said, you end up like that a couple of nights a week. How am I supposed to tell the difference? I said, all right, no need for that. I said, what you worried about me having a stroke for? What's happened? So she said, I read an article in the paper the other day about the number of men who become incapacitated and can't release the money from the bank account. I thought, oh, here we go. So I took her to see a solicitor, right, and I gave her this thing, it's called power of attorney. Basically it means that should I become incapacitated and unable to make sound financial decisions, she gets all the money and she can spend it how she sees fit. It's left me a little bit paranoid, to be honest with you. I keep on having this reoccurring nightmare that I'm sitting by the sunny window with a bit of potato on me chin in my pyjamas. And her drifting in with a new outfit, tan hair down bag, me trapped. Yeah, fucking hell! I'm spending all the fucking money, It's a bit strong, this bit, innit? I can see through the thing you walk out and the other. It's me having the stroke, it's just a nightmare scenario, isn't it? Not being able to do anything. You fucking spend me the money! Come in here with some fucking grapes! Mrs. Flanagan, when you turn up, your husband gets very, very agitated. You, however, look fantastic yet again. You're really coping well, darling. Keep it up. I think she felt a bit bad about the stroke comment, so I went in the other day and she said to me, oh, there's a treat in the cupboard for you. I thought, aye, wagon wheel. A lion bar. A crunchy. Oh, love a crunchy. Just when you think it's finished, hold up. What a touch. It feels up. I pulled the cupboard open all expectantly. What's sitting there? A packet of dried dates. When did dried dates become a treat? When did they turn the corner? Used to be the sort of shit your nan tried to palm you off with, wasn't it, when you pop round to see her? Go on, have a go. In that long box with a bollocky stick in it.
What did they say?
Used to say on the thing, eat me. Yeah. That's what I'll do when this tin of Quality Street's over here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. When she used to cane you in Quality Street. She'd be in there like, you know, fucking took all the best ones, that bastard. So because my